Hey, Ed, thank you very much again for seeing me. I see you completed the application.
Yes.
Good. Oh, you live down in Gastonia.
Yeah.
Excellent. We need some good guys down in Gastonia. We just signed a couple new accounts down that way.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Great. We've looked, taking the test here. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Ed. And I know we spoke on the phone a little bit. So what's making you think about starting your own business?
Well, I've been working for the city for over 2 decades now, and the way that things are looking, my wife and I, we just pretty much like to have our own business to create our own residual income. And by doing commercial cleaning, not only can we keep the existing customers that we have for a long time, but we can also retire.
Excellent. Yeah, sure. Good. What do you know about franchising, just in general?
Just in general, franchising is you're a small business that uses the name of a larger company. You get all your supplies and all your just stipulations of how to conduct their business. And so that's my perception of a franchise.
Yeah, you're pretty much on the... Could you name a couple of franchises?
McDonald's.
Of course.
Burger King.
Yes.
Hardee's.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure most businesses out there today are franchise.
Yeah, just about every restaurant's a franchise, but do you get your hair cut at Super Clips, and where are you going to change your oil?
Jiffy Lube.
Everybody knows Jiffy Lube. And everybody knows those brand names, McDonald's, Jiffy Lube, and Jantize America, of course, because what a franchise is, it gives the end-use customer, the guy who is going to get his hair cut, the guy who is going to get his oil change, or the guy who is going to get his building cleaned. Okay. He receives the best of both worlds. He gets a small business owner like you or like me with our vested interest, but then he's backed by a large corporation. Okay. So a small business owner, your time, your money, your reputation on the line, meeting with that customer day after day or week after week, backed by a large corporation. Okay. But that large corporation really is just all the other franchisees. So right now there's about 43 unit franchisees in Charlotte. Okay. As we continue to grow. Okay. We have offices in Charlotte, Greensboro, Raleigh, Atlanta, opening a new office out in San Francisco. So wow. We're growing up and down both the East and the West Coast. Okay. And I know you have a lot of questions there too. We spoke on the phone earlier, and I appreciate all those questions. There's never such thing as a dumb question. Okay. So we'll certainly go over all those questions. Although I think I'll be able to answer a lot of these questions by reviewing this proposal with you. And this is yours to take home. I want you to review it with your wife or your father or your friends to make sure you really understand. Okay. Once we go through this, we'll go over your questions, and just give me 5 minutes to review the proposal. No problem. And first, thank you for your time. I respect you coming in as an entrepreneur, and I appreciate you seeing us at Jantize America today. Okay. When it was time for me to buy my own business, when it was time for me to become the boss, I chose Jantize. Okay. So I've already done a lot of research, just as you have done too. Okay. I looked at the other guys, and I have found, for me personally, Jantize America is the best opportunity. We usually fulfill our obligations in under 45, 60 days, and I can guarantee you it's not a get-rich-quick program, but we really are a little family here that we want to make it work for everybody. Okay. You took the test here, and there's some questions and answers, and you answered yes on just about every one of them. The one I want to focus on, Ed, is are you really financially able to be the boss? Now, what that means is we're not getting paid every week. We don't get paid every Friday. We get paid when the customer pays. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. We bill out on the 1st. It's due on the 30th. 80% of the customers pay on time or before time. Okay. We do pay the franchisees on 2 cycles, the 15th and the 30th, as the checks or the invoices come in. Okay. Although you get paid when the customer pays. You still got to put gas in your car, food on the table, pay your employees. And what I'm saying here, too, this is not a get-rich-quick program. Okay. Don't quit your day job. Okay. It's going to take 2-3 years to really grow and build your business. Okay. this other brochure with some other questions and answers that you can review with some things we might forget to speak about today. But the one I want to go over is the facility insurance.
Okay.
We will offer you a third-party liability insurance, so the building is covered. If you're in there and you flood the carpet, it's covered. You knock down a wall, it's covered. The place catches on fire, it's covered.
Okay.
If Sister Susie comes and she slips and falls, she's covered.
Okay.
Although you and I are business owners and we are not covered. You have to have your own workman's comp or your own health insurance to cover those things.
Okay.
So this is a third-party facility or liability insurance.
Okay, no problem.
Great. Getting to know Jantize America, as I mentioned, it's not just me. We have Troy and Charlene and April and George and Josh and Jeff, and there's a number of guys in the corporate office. We focus on all the sales and marketing.
Okay.
The others focus on the billing, the credit, the collections.
Okay.
You focus on the most important thing, and do you know what that is?
So, keeping the customer satisfied?
That's right. The customer service, the most important thing is the customer, and that's your job. We have offices, as I mentioned, in Charlotte, Greensboro, Raleigh, Springfield, Massachusetts. Gosh, I think there's about 200 unit franchisees in the system now, and we're continuing to grow, even out to the West Coast, as I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Wherever their building is, Jantize is going to be there to clean it.
Okay.
Benefits of becoming one of our Jantize unit franchisees: financial growth.
Okay.
You can start small and grow your business. I know franchisees who initially invested, about $5,000. They're now doing $5,000, $6,000. Some of them are doing $10,000 a month worth of commercial cleaning contracts. Independence, control your own time. There's an in-depth training program, not necessarily on how to clean, but we're going to teach you about business, customer service, financial forecasting, business plans, or employee issues, and all those things. We don't want you just to become a janitor who cleans a building. I want you to become a business owner who understands what it really takes to run a business that happens to be in the janitorial or commercial cleaning industry. You're going to learn about floor care, carpet care, customer service, and even opportunities to teach you how to do the sales and marketing. Money back guarantee. Here's the big one. It's in writing and governed by the Federal Trade Commission. I'm going to give you a guarantee to get you the business in a certain time period. If I don't get you that business, I'll give you your money back. It's in writing and it's guaranteed. There's all the support you need to grow the business. Our operations team's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Shoot me an email at 2 o'clock in the morning, and don't be surprised if I email you back. We'll give you a starter kit with everything you need as far as your equipment to start your business, and then ongoing training, as I mentioned, too. Great. This page tells about who we are and what we believe. We're not just janitors. We're a full-service custodial company. We want to be the one-stop shop to all the facility needs. Paint the walls, clean the carpets, strip and wax the floors, clean the blinds, change the light bulbs. If the customer's copier breaks, you call me. I'll send Olin out there to fix their copier. What that does is makes us different from all the other guys. We're the one-stop shop for all their needs. Mission statement important to me and the rest of the guys. We give back 10% of our profits to local charities, the Urban Restoration Center for the Inner City Youth, and also Susan G. Comer Cancer Research Center. What I'm trying to tell you here, too, as a business owner, you need to give back. I don't care if it's the Little League baseball team or the Girl Scouts. You need to be involved with the community. You need to get involved with the Chamber of Commerce. And the old adage here, Ed, anything you learned from me today, the more you give, the more you receive.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Here are the franchise plans, and here are the things you had all those questions about on the phone. I know this is important. I know you have 100 questions here, and we're going to come back to this. But hold your questions. Let me explain it real quick. There is, first, an initial investment, anywhere from $1,200 all the way up to $20,000. Secondly, there's an amount of business you're going to get. So let's just say you want to invest, you mentioned $5,000 earlier. For $5,000, you will get $1,750 worth of commercial cleaning contracts or customers.
I have a question for you, Paul.
Yes, sir.
That $1,750, is that monthly or annually?
That's monthly. There's the monthly, there's the annually right next to
Okay,
it.
wonderful.
No problem.
Wonderful.
Think about this as you're buying a house
Okay.
or you are buying a car. There's an initial investment, and then you'll make payments on that car.
Okay.
Here's the question I do have for you. Do you know what a royalty is?
Yes, it's the fee that the small business owner pays to the franchisor for using their methods and their procedures.
Wow, and you surely have done your homework. Not everybody knows as much as you. But what a royalty is a continuous fee that a franchisee, and I am also a franchisee, we pay the franchisor. A royalty is a good thing because a royalty gives back to all the other franchisees. What we do in Charlotte, they benefit in Atlanta. What we do in Atlanta, they benefit in Detroit. Royalty pays Charlene and George and April to do the billing, the credit, and the collections.
Okay.
You couldn't pay somebody to do all those things.
Okay.
Royalty goes into industrial supplies and new equipment and all the other things for research for development.
Okay. I understand.
Royalty is also where Jantize America, the corporate office, makes a profit. And we want the corporate office to make a profit because guess what? If Jantize America goes under, we all go under with
Okay.
them. So always remember, a royalty is a good thing.
Wonderful. That's no problem.
Management fee is 6%. I'm telling you right up front, that's where I make my money. I'm going to make 6% off everything you do.
So I have a question for you.
I think the world of you, Ed, and it's so important, and your questions are very important. And I'm almost finished with this.
Oh, yes.
Let me just go through this, and then we'll go through all your questions.
No
and if you have them written down there, so please, it's good if I can go through this, because I'm sure I'll answer your
No
questions
problem. No problem.
in the next coming page.
Okay.
And I want to tell you about the management fee. The management fee is 6%. That's where I make my money. It pays for the lights, it pays for the pens, it pays for the tables,
Okay.
it pays for all the employees in the office. But what it also does, it motivates me.
Okay.
Now, do I really want you doing $1,700 a month?
No.
No, I want you, what's 6% of that? 60, $70.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I want you doing $5,000 a month? Because that's $600.
Okay.
The more business that you're doing, the more money that I'm making.
Okay.
We both have skin in the game, money on the table to continue to grow the company together.
Okay.
So I'm motivated to help grow your business.
I understand.
Whether or not, I'm still going to make phone calls. I'm not just going to relax once you get to that point. I'm going to work my tail off because I'm going to make more money for myself.
Okay.
Aha! The shoe's on the other foot. What if I give you that account and it's $1,000 a month and you don't show up? Your car broke down, your employees stole, whatever else it is, they canceled.
Okay.
Guess what? You just took money out of my pocket. Ah, there's a partnership here. I have 2 young kids at the house.
Okay.
If you don't show up or there's an issue with one of your customers, it's going to affect me. Again, we both have motivation financially to make sure the customer is always satisfied.
No problem.
Now, I know you're not going to satisfy everybody, but we're going to make sure that customer is going to be satisfied by one of the Jantize guys.
Okay.
So if you have a problem with, say, Susie Q down at ABC building, let me know ahead of time.
Okay.
Because we can move you out and move Troy in. We can bring Jim in, or Tyrone can take over that account.
Okay.
And we'll give you another account.
Okay.
But that customer will always be a customer for life for Jantize America.
I understand. That makes a lot of sense.
Sure. It's about the communication.
Okay.
This really is all about communication.
Okay.
Communicating with your customers and communicating with your partners.
Okay.
That way the continuous growth goes to you.
Okay.
And of course that insurance fee, as I mentioned earlier, is 4%.
Okay.